Hey Maiana! So I know it's been a while since I've made one of these, which is why I decided today that I should make another one. I was in Sun River for a little over a week. It was like the last Wednesday in July or something, and then up until the 3rd of August, that I was up in Sun River with my mom. My dad was there for the first few days, but then he went on a backpacking trip out in Idaho with some of his old college buddies. So it was just my mom and I in Sun River for about a week, and that was really nice. At first I was kind of like, I don't know, honestly I thought it was going to be like we were going to get there Wednesday and we were going to leave like Sunday or Monday, and then my mom kept pushing it, like, I don't know, every time we talked she'd be like, yeah, we'll go back, like, next Wednesday, oh, we'll go back next Friday, oh, we'll be back next Tuesday. And I was like, no Mom, that's way too long. I need to be back because I have very few days left and I really just want to be here with the gang. We went to the fair on Saturday, which was really fun, so it's the day after I got back, and it was just really nice to see everyone again. Like, I think I hadn't seen Hannah or Bryce since Aaron's going away party, and that's ridiculous. Like, that was a month ago, and that's unfortunate. And actually maybe Cassie too. Yeah, I think so. And I hadn't seen, so that was really weird. And I hadn't seen Jared since the beach trip, and Jared was there too, so it was all the girls and Jared. But I will talk more about the fair on a different video actually, because I have some footage to clip in with that. But otherwise, we were up in Sun River, and it was really nice there. The weather was great. I read a few of my books, not all of my books, so I need to kind of step it up. Hopefully I'll be able to finish all the ones that I checked out before I leave. But the books that I did finish were all like these random how-to books, so, you know, if I really wanted to be a playwright, I know how to be a playwright now, except for I don't want to be a playwright at all. I don't know. I don't think I would enjoy that side of theater, so I'm going to kind of stay away from that. And I know now, that that's just not what I want to do. I also read a How to Be a Stage Manager book, but that was, I don't know, it was really bad. It was kind of annoying. Like, all it was like these, like, national guidelines from some, I don't know, stage management guild. It's like things that you could or could not do, but even if the guild said that you couldn't do something, you might have to, and I was like, what? This doesn't, I don't know. It was really lame. It was a little too technical for me, and it didn't actually help me learn anything. And then I read a book on plot, like how to develop plot and stories and stuff, and that's pretty interesting. I don't know, it was cool. It got me thinking about stuff. I mean, not that I'm gonna be, like, a writer, like that's not going to be my primary focus. It would be cool just to continue writing, just like in creative writing. That was so much fun. And yeah, I saw something the other day and I wanted to take a picture of it because, I saw a Lewis and Clark postcard, and it was like 25 cents, and I was about to get it, but then, I don't know, we weren't getting anything else, and I just felt kind of weird. Like, my mom and I had walked through this entire antique store, and all I would come away with was like a 25-cent postcard. So I just left without getting anything anyways. But no, I don't know, that was just so funny. Manifest Destiny. It's gotta be those have to be the best videos on YouTube, just saying. Those are amazing. And so I don't know if you know this, but at Sun River they closed down the South Pool, which was the pool that I was working at last summer, and they opened up a different pool off of a different circle. It's called Shark. It's like Sun River Homeowners Association Recreation Center, so it's Shark with a C instead of a K, and there's like 2 giant slides, a lazy river, and then a bunch of just pool area, but it's all really shallow outside, and then there's an inside pool, and even then I think the deepest just goes is like 6 feet. But last year, like, every so often you'd get a good looking guy, it was just like every so often. You didn't always see like good looking older, not older, but like late high school, college guys kind of thing. So I don't know where they came from, but they came out of the woodworks and they were all there. Like, there were so many good looking guys, it was great. So I spent quite a few days at the pool. because that was just awesome. You know, they're all just strutting their stuff and looking good. Plus there's a basketball court like right next to the pool, like outside the fence, so it was just a win all the way around. And you'd even be like just riding your bike down the street and there'd just be a really good looking guy, and it was awesome. And then I never went down one of the slides though, so maybe someday I will. But yeah, my mom and I got a massage. That was pretty cool. Went to Sage Springs Spa Center, which is in Sun River, and that was a lot of S's. And my mom actually, she's the one who suggested it, so I think that was probably the first time I've ever been in Sun River with my parents and not suggested getting a massage, and then I got one. So I'm just gonna have to do that more often. And it was weird. Not used to that amount of closeness with another person. So if I'm gonna suggest anything to you, I don't know if you've had a professional massage or anything, but just ask for like the upper body, because the legs, like I had a woman masseuse, and that was just, it's weird, you know, like those are your legs, those are like your thighs and like your cat, I don't know. And I think my knees are super ticklish, so that's weird, because they don't just do the back, like they have you like flip over and you're like covered by this towel, but it's still kind of like, this is weird. So I would definitely just go for the back, because when she was doing the back it felt amazing. So that's kind of what I would stay focused on personally. Let's see, before I left for Lehigh, I had to do a, before I left for Sun River, for Lehigh, I had to do this alcohol education and online course, and it was just like, I don't know, that course made me want to just drink, you know, like that's how sad it made me. Obviously I didn't, because it's me, so. But no, I don't know. It's like, I understand why they do it, but I just don't necessarily know if it's going to help anyone. And if it does, I think that's super awesome. And if it doesn't, you know, that's really too bad. Because people are just missing out on so much. I don't know. Like when Angela and I went to Alex, it was like, it was so easy to just not drink. Or do, well, okay, that's another time. But it was just, I don't know, it was so simple. So I don't see why people have such a big problem with it. I think it's really disappointing. Just for them. I mean, they have to be disappointed in themselves that they're just going to lose all inhibitions and any sort of, I don't know, self-discipline. So that's too bad. Plus, you know, beer is very fatty. You know, you gain so much weight when you drink beer. Like, you see it with all the guys who, like, all drink. They've got, like, such a gut. It's gross. It's really too bad. Speaking of which, though, for the past 2 days, what? I know, 2 whole days, I've run on the treadmill, which is so much better than going to the gym, not gonna lie, because I can just like stick on a sports bra and walk downstairs, and no one sees me super sweaty, so it's kind of a win. I do like half an hour, so I go about 2 miles, and then did some sit-ups and some push-ups. Look at me doing push-ups. Of course, they were on my knees, so I can't really be too excited about that, but it's more push-ups, even though they're on my knees, than I've been doing previously, so, which was none. So any step is a step in the good direction. Hey Maiana, so classic me, I got cut off by my camera. I guess it didn't have quite enough juice left in it, and its memory was shorter because it had other videos on there, so I just had to put them onto the computer. So it's about half an hour later, but still Monday and still chatting. So yeah, speaking about weight and everything, I'd really like to lose some weight, be nice. Yeah, just because, I don't know, I think I can and I should, and it'd just be good to shed some pounds before I head out, but I know it's probably not too likely that I'm going to lose that much in the next few days, because there are only a few days before I leave. I leave Corvallis, not this Friday, but next Friday. We're going to be spending the night in Portland, and then we have a really early flight out Saturday morning. So it's really close, and that's very, very strange. It's all becoming super real. Like today, all of our mail came from the past like week and a half because we had postponed it, and I got my address, so I officially have an address at Lehigh University. That's my name, and there's a P.O. box number, and it's just for me. So it's very strange. It's really weird that it's actually happening now. I don't know. like, I knew, obviously, that it was happening, like, no doubt, but I guess I knew it was going to be hard, but it's definitely becoming a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be so much easier just to think about leaving and just, like, head out and just go, but I mean, you really start thinking about it, and it's like, this is really the only city that I've ever known, and the people here are the only people I've ever known besides, like, my extended family, you know? Like, I'm not going to have any base for anything over there, like anything remotely close. I mean, I'm not even going to know where the closest grocery store is, or, like, I can't just walk down and, I don't know, get a Jamba Juice. I don't think there are any Jamba Juices on the East Coast. I read that somewhere. Doesn't that suck? It's so lame. But, I mean, I'm not gonna, I don't know, there's just so much that I'm not gonna know. It's really gonna take the whole college learning experience to a whole new level. But it is hard to think about actually leaving just everyone. It's weird. It's very strange, and I guess I try not to think about it because I don't know. You can't really think that way because then I'm not gonna make it to Christmas, you know. I'm gonna be crying on the phone, which is why I think it's one of the reasons my parents aren't bringing me back for Thanksgiving. Like, besides the fact that it costs a lot and it's only gonna be for like 3 days and basically spend the majority of the time in the airport, and that's like the shortest amount of days where like the most people go into airports in the U.S. just for Thanksgiving. But also because like if I'm not doing too well and then I come home for Thanksgiving, like I'm just not gonna, they all say that like the kids who come home for Thanksgiving who aren't doing well, like sometimes they won't leave, and that's happened before to some of my cousins and stuff, so yeah, so I don't really want that to happen, but it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a long haul. Like, I'm gonna have an entire first semester under my belt by the time I get back, like I'll have taken finals and everything. So it's very strange, because I'm gonna be going to school without you guys. You're not gonna be there with me every step of the way, so it's hard. But on a cheerier note, I wanted to say, back in Sun River on the whole shark pool thing, there were these two guys that came up to this like group of girls. I don't know, it was really funny. They're just totally hitting on them, and they're like asking for their phone numbers and stuff. And one of the guys, the quieter one, his name is Cassius. Isn't that an interesting name? No, he's friend. I don't know. His friend was like Joe or something like that. I don't know. Short, some short guy. But anyways, Cassius, he looked like Chris Hemsworth, and I was like, what? This is crazy. I don't know. It was pretty great. Just to watch them. I don't know. It was a super awkward interaction. It was really funny to watch. And the girls just had no interest. There was like 7 girls that were like there for their little girls' weekend, and they were like 15 and 16, and the guys were, I think one was 18, the other was 19, I think. Or maybe they were both 18. I don't know, but it was just like okay, in their defense, the girls looked a lot older. Like, I thought they were at least my age, if not like 19 or 20. But yeah, no, I don't know, it was really funny just to watch them make a fool of themselves. But I also, so I haven't really quite done too much since I got back. Watched bundles of television. I love the Olympics. Oh my gosh, they're so great. I got to watch a little bit in Sun River just through the computer. Didn't really get to. It was kind of frustrating to watch because like the computer would stop, and it was always during the gymnastics. It was so annoying. It would like stop to buffer, but because it was live, it like couldn't just buffer and then play and not be live. It had to go live. So someone would be like mid-rotation, or they're like about to let go for the dismount, and then it'd like stop, and then all of a sudden they're like on the ground. You're like, no! I wanted to see that. It was gonna look so cool, and flipping through the air. But I definitely like the guys' gymnastics a whole lot more than the girls' gymnastics. Oh my gosh, the girls are so bitchy. Holy cow. There was, what was her name? Maroney? I don't know what her first name was, but anyways, she was on last night. They're doing like individual gymnastics, and she was doing the vault. And they're like making this big deal about her because she did really well in the gymnastics all around. Like, that's awesome, you know, part of your team, that's great. But then on the individual, there was only like 7 people going, and she was one of them. And this other girl, this like Russian, or no, it wasn't Russian, it was like a German girl who did really, really well. And she did a lot better than Maroney, who like fell actually. And she still got a silver anyways, but it's like I don't know, she looked like she was like 15, she just got a medal, someone else beat her fair and square, and they did a lot better than her, you know? But you're at the Olympics, and you just got a silver medal, like, that's insane, and she's so young, and she just like, total bitch, oh my gosh, she didn't even like congratulate her. The girl came over to hug her and was like, you did a really good job, and she's just like, I'm gonna hug you, and I'm not gonna be nice at all because I'm a little turd. Like, she was so mean, and like all the other coaches are coming by, like giving her a hug, and I don't know, just everyone was coming by and like congratulating her because she got a freaking silver medal at the Olympics. It's insane. And she was being such a turd about it. She wasn't gracious at all. Meanwhile, we watch in the track, the 400, you know, Oscar, I forget what his last name is, but he was, the guy was like the double amputee, you know, and he's running on his, what do they call them, cheetah legs, I think. They're just like these little rubber things, but he's like running in the Olympics, and he's still really fast, and he made it to the semifinals, and he ran, and he got last in the semifinals heat, so he wasn't able to continue on to the finals, or the quarterfinals, or whatever. But maybe he was in the quarterfinals, I don't know. But anyways, in his heat, he got last, and he was like the most gracious man I've ever seen. It was crazy. He's I don't know. It was so, like, my mom and I were just watching, and we were just struck with how gracious he was to, I don't know. It was just really amazing, and this was like 20 minutes after we saw bitch Maroney be like, I just got a silver medal, and this is the worst day of my life, and everyone here is, I don't know, not as good as me, and it was so annoying to watch her. I mean, you see this man who got dead last, didn't even make it to the finals, and he was just like the nicest guy. And it wasn't like he was super proud of himself or anything. He was like congratulating all of the other people who made it. He said that everyone there was super nice, and he's like just calling them all gentlemen. And I'm like, you are just the best person ever. Like, why couldn't stupid Maroney be more like you? Because, I don't know, everyone should be like him, because he was just the nicest guy. But anyways, that's enough about gymnastics, even though I love it. I can't believe it's going to be over. It's so soon. It's unfortunate. But yeah, so I should probably wrap this up because it's been a while now. But I just want to say that when there are pictures of you up on Facebook, they're so cute and they're adorable, and it looks like you're having a really nice time there in Guam. I hope you are. I hope you're not just, you know, faking the smiles. But I'm sure, you know, you're going to have a nice last few weeks there, and then, yeah, you still have a lot of summer ahead of you, so that's awesome. I think you're going to have a great time. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you soon, and I hope, I don't know, just everything's going well, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to hearing from you again. Alright, Maiana, hope you have a fantastic Monday. Bye.